Well, there it is, Father. Not a very edifying story, I know, but I hope you'll agree that the decision I've made is, well, both right and honorable.
Right? Honorable? You don't know what you're talking about. You're telling me it's right to abandon your wife? That it's honorable to drag her into a divorce action through scandal and mud? It's a pretty sort of honor.
Maybe you're right. Perhaps I shouldn't have used those words.
No, by God, you shouldn't.
Perhaps they're only for other people. Moralists, preachers, judges. All those people with a vested interest in things as they are. The established order of society.
Which I belong to. And so do you. You've accepted the benefits of this ordered society, and don't pretend you haven't.
Father, I'm trying desperately hard not to pretend any longer. I've accepted, of course I have, the easy way of life you've given me. But ever since I've been old enough to look clearly and think for myself, I realize that I'm nothing. I do nothing, I create nothing, I produce nothing. I'm a parasite, living on your kindness and generosity.
Never heard such nonsense. Why, Joe, everything I've done has been for you. First for your mother and then for you.
That's the whole point.
Our father did the same for us, all of us. None of us started from the bottom. But he did. His father was fairly small beer. Yeoman stock, farmers down Dorset way. Your grandfather had drive and vision. He came up and took a look at London. The place was growing like a mushroom. Houses needed everywhere, so your grandfather built them. Thousands of them. Good, practical houses. He built them and they built his fortune. 10 children he had. 6 sons. And he educated us. Not Eton and Cambridge like you, Joe. But well enough, well enough. Each son got £10,000 to himself. And there was enough for the girls. Well, that's what we built on. The education and the money that our father gave us. Look at us now, one of the best respected families in London. Do you ever hear your uncles complain about the start he gave us? Do I complain? I do not, because that is the way it should be. A family growing in prosperity because it is a family. Pushing up the social ladder, each son higher than his father.
The aristocracy of wealth.
What? Well, why not? Just as good as the other sort. Better in some ways. We don't squander our money, we invest it. Shipping, steel, textiles, overseas trade. And it's our capital that's built this country's wealth, and don't you forget it. Why, Joe, this ordered society you object to is just a collection of families like ours.
I know, Father. I'm well aware of it.
And you choose to opt out.
I wouldn't if there was anything useful for me to do inside. But in any case, I shan't have the choice, shall I? Your society will see to that. They'll call the tune. They'll accept Francis, who doesn't love me, and reject Elaine, who does. Well, if they reject her, by God, they reject me. The question is, Father, where do you stand?
That's a hard question. Hardest I've ever had to answer.